mask, gloves, a pistol, another gun that has some kind of, I don't even know what it's called.
Silencer.
No, it was the circle thing that has a bunch of,
Your own magazine.
thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Marvin Watts.
Yes, bro.
And Mr. Watts is here in cause number 25 DCCR 1918 and 26 DCCR 0946. Each of those cases previously in court entered pleas of guilty, and each of them to the first degree felony offenses of aggravated robbery. The agreements were for a cap of 17 years in the institutional division on each of those. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review the report?
We have, Your Honor.
I have, Judge.
Any additions or corrections?
I'm aware, Judge.
Yes, Judge, the state would like to call Detective Josh Jackson, please.
Detective Jackson? If you'll just kind of slide over a little bit, sir. Right there's fine. Good morning, sir. Sorry I had to wait a little bit. If you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Malfino?
Thank you, Judge. As the court has already done, would you please take judicial notice of the PSI? I say that specifically towards Detective Jackson's detailed statement therein. And I would just add a little bit of subsequent testimony to that.
Sure.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Joshua Jackson,
And how are you employed?
a detective with Beaumont Police Department.
And as a detective with BPD, is it your duty to investigate violent crimes such as homicide, aggravated robbery, et cetera?
It is.
And did you have a chance to investigate an aggravated robbery that occurred in October of 2025 at the Dollar General on Highland?
Yes.
And did you later learn that that aggravated robbery went hand in hand, for lack of a better term, with an aggravated robbery that had occurred at Dollar General in September, the Express Mart in October?
That's correct.
So within a 1 month time period, there had been two aggravated robberies of stores located here in Belmont, relatively close together.
That's correct.
All this occurred in Jefferson County.
Yes.
And can you describe for the court, you have elaborated in the pre-sentence investigation report, your thoughts a little bit, and obviously the court is aware of the nature of the offense, et cetera. A little bit more about your thoughts for the sentencing hearing before we get to the video.
So both of these cases involve two guys that go into a store, one during daylight hours, another one during nighttime hours, both victimizing a clerk that's there just trying to do her job. There's no glass barrier on either of these stores. These two guys walk in there, hold the clerk up in each of these instances, and proceed to rob the clerk for, at least in mine, money and some cigarettes. And for this to happen in daylight hours or nighttime hours to somebody that's just trying to go to work isn't right. I mean, you don't go to work expecting to get robbed when you potentially have family at home, and during either of these robberies, something tragic could happen.
And Detective Jackson, I think it goes without saying, from both the perspective of the state and the court, but from your perspective as a detective, is violent crime involving firearms and youthful offenders here in Belmont something that has just become extremely prevalent, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And is it something that you continue to investigate on a daily basis?
That's correct.
Do you think it would be helpful for the court to view, if you would, Judge, outside of the cameras due to the sensitive nature of the complainant in the case and her identity, the video from the incident in September at the Dollar General?
Yeah, there's two videos with just the Dollar General on this one that I brought with different angles. It's just giving an idea of kind of what happened to at least the Dollar General one. There's a lot that it's not going to show, which is the aftermath of it and speaking to the clerk and the terror and how she felt. Of course, that's all in the whole case. But at least these two videos will give you a sense of kind of what happened during that day.
Okay. So you want me to just put them here? I mean, I can turn this off, or I can just put them
Just
possibly on my computer and just watch it here myself.
That'd be fine. I did not mark them, Judge, because I believe Detective Jackson,
That's the only thing that's on there.
would need them back for future investigation if the court would allow, but if not, I can make a sentence and we would like to see the court recoveries.
No, I think what I wanted to convey is mainly in that email that I sent.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Thank you. Any questions?
No questions.
Thank you very much for being here, Detective. I appreciate you. Any other witnesses?
No, Judge, just a couple comments if I may.
Sure, go ahead.
Obviously, it asked the court to take everything into account, the fact that there are 2 aggravating offenses. Obviously, you are aware of the prevalence of these type of offenses in Beaumont involving young offender with firearms, innocent victims in this type of a case. Officer Riley's comments, I think, are also important, Judge. He's a very detailed PSI writer, and his caution against leniency the state would concur with. In addition to the jail incidents, which show the court, as you're aware, that Mr. Watts cannot behave while in custody, so therefore what leads us to believe that he would behave while on probation. Based on those, Judge, I would concur with the offer of Mr. Nichols at 17 and ask the court for 17 years in each case.
Thank you, Ms. Malfino. Mr. Parker, you may proceed.
Your Honor, in regard to the write-ups, I've talked to him about those. Those happened prior to the his PSI, and that was when he was in maximum security. And from what I understand, it's a lot harder to not get in trouble there because of who you're around. But nevertheless, he has no juvenile record that I'm aware of. He has no adult history that I'm aware of. These are the only 2 cases that he's ever had any issues with. I agree, they're serious offenses. He understands that. He's told me today that, you know, if I could apologize to people, I would. He was encouraged by somebody older than him. I believe it was probably his father. So it was. And he's asking the court to give him probation. He would like to address the court, Judge.
Go ahead.
No, I apologize for all my actions, ma'am. Honestly, I regret them. I really do, ma'am. Like my attorney said, if I had a chance to apologize to that woman, I would. And ma'am, those write-ups were while I was in maximum security, ma'am. I was not supposed to be in max. I was there because my shoulder popped out of place. And all of those offenses were like, really some of them, like certain ones I do not understand how they were just.
I'm a whole lot less worried about that than what you were doing when you were out.
But honestly, on that comment, I do apologize to that woman and for everything that I've done, man. I regret it very much. It's not just right there, really. Like, you sit on my mind daily, man, honestly. And I really feel like whatever I did is my sin into account.
I appreciate you saying that. I hope that you're sincere. No matter what happens today, you have an ability at your age to change your life and do better things. Unfortunately, I tend to believe that sometimes people are sorry because they got caught, not because really of what they did. I don't disagree with Mr. Parker that looks like your dad's the one that's encouraging you to go out and do this crap. But all that being said, 2 times within a month, hoodies, mask, gloves, a pistol, another gun that has some kind of, I don't even know what it's called.
Silencer.
No, it was the circle thing that has a bunch of,
Drum magazine.
thank you, drum magazine.
Honestly, I don't know nothing about it. Like, I mean, like you said, I'm be honest with you, man. It was my fault. Like, but I did not have no intentions on doing no crime before my father showed up, man. Honestly, I didn't know nothing about how to rob a store, to do nothing with a store. I didn't see no stuff. So, like,
Well, you went all in, didn't you?
I did.
And Tara, I mean, y'all didn't just walk in and take it. You got to grab her. You got to pull her around. You got to show that you're a man. Somebody did. While the other, so that means you were the one holding the gun with the drum, because the one that had the pistol is the one that was pulling her around. Okay. At this time, I'm going to, Mr. Watts, find in each of your cases that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. In cause number 25, DCCR 1918, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of aggravated robbery. Sentence you to a term of 17 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. There will be an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon in that case, and you will receive credit on it for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. In clause number 26, DCCR 0946, also find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of aggravated robbery. Sentence you to a term of 17 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will also receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. There will also be an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon in that case as well. These cases will run concurrently, which means together at the same time. I'm handing you in each of your cases the trial court certification that shows these were agreements that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgments entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. Again, you're young. You're going to go to prison, obviously, for some amount of time. It's going to be up to you to do something different or not when you get out. All right? You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you.
Thank you, Detective Jackson, for being here.
Thanks.
Mr. Rojas, you've got Jaden Brantley.
Brantley, not inclined to, but if you get what I want to, yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for being patient.
Sure.
Not that you have a choice.
My suggestion would be 1 week you do the ABC and the next week do ZBA.
I've tried to do some backwards every now and then. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have. This is Mr. Nichols' case on a Jaden Brantley. Good morning, you're Jaden Brantley. And this is cause number 26, DCCR 0422. Mr. Brantley's charged with a first-degree felony offense of aggravated robbery from February 6th of 2026. And what that means, Mr. Brantley, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 5 years and up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with Mr. Rojas that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a cap of 25 years in prison, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. And as long as I didn't give you more than 25 years, I could give you 25 years, I could give you less. It would all depend on the information that was brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. Let a jury decide. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial, what your options are if you wanted to plead guilty. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes.
All right, we'll get it set for trial. Is there any reason, I know that is Mr. Dickel's case, but is there any reason to believe, is there anything outstanding or why that offer would change?
Looks like the media has been picked up, Judge, as per the offer, nothing to my knowledge.
So I do want to make sure you understand, Mr. Brantley, once I place your case on the trial docket, then it's expected to go to trial. If you change your mind later and want to enter a plea of guilty, it would be to something different than this. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And so Mr. Rojas has been appointed to represent you. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me as a court-appointed attorney. With your permission, I can release him and appoint another attorney who could begin preparation for trial a little quicker. Is that okay with you? All right. So Mr. Rojas, you're released. Mr. Brantley, I'll appoint someone today. They should be out to the jail to see you very soon to begin preparation for trial. All right. You can go back with the bailiff.
In the end, the judge wasn't persuaded by a request for probation. 2 armed robberies, multiple weapons, and the danger faced by innocent store clerks ultimately led to 17 years in prison. What do you think, was the sentence fair?